Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again to my blog. So for today, if you read the title of my blog today, we will be discussing commentaries on a very uncomfortable topic in the Philippine aviation, to be specific. And I myself find it very uncomfortable to discuss this because it will revolve or it will involve rubbing a lot of salt on the wounds of something. But anyway, it involves a lot of people, so I have to discuss this with. And of course, you already have an idea based on the title on what I am going to discuss. And this is just basically I had to say it because I don't know, maybe on good conscience and good faith, I don't think that I should keep my mouth shut about this. So anyway, let's begin. So we'll have an introduction first because this is of course a commentary, and I normally don't go for commentary videos, especially things that I find it very uncomfortable personally. So anyway, here we go. So you have already heard of course, the Cadet Pilot.Aero Scholarship Program for Filipino pilots. It was a bit controversial back then when this was first introduced, I guess way back 2022, during the time of the pandemic. So back then, there was no signs nor any evidence that it may be a scam. And there's a lot of, let's just say, a lot of controversy involving this program. And a lot of people been saying that this is a scam, blah blah blah. You know that kind of drill. Yes, of course. We have, of course, a lot of examinees have already expressed their concern about this. And back then, it was dismissed because there is little to no information about those accusations. And at the same time, this program, Cadet Pilot.Aero, is pretty much very new, so it's a blank slate. There's no evidence nor even enough information to point out that it was it was a scam or being accused as a scam. Of course, people such as myself brushed it off and ignored the accusations because there was no, like I said, there was no evidence nor hint during at that time that I know of that it was. Now, fast forward 2 years later. Now, plot twist happens. Surprise, surprise. The numerous red flags and accusations that have been plaguing the program during its first initial phase on 2022, well, it turns out that some of them, at least a small portion, well, not exactly a small portion, a majority of them, are verified to be, well, let's just say, are verified to be in some extent true. And you can verify this yourself. Now, first off, the ratio of number of examinees during the program versus the number who actually passed is just 2 people. They never said anything about how many cadets that they will take on the program. And unfortunately, only 2 out of those thousands of people who took the exams, which if we do the math, accounts to almost only 2 people pass out of the number of 2 on the actual program. Yes, and which basically, if we do the math, well, I'm not very good at math because I'm not a mathematician to begin with, but I am not that dumb to think that the whole number of it is that it accounts for almost 99% failure rate and only 1% passing rate, or something like that. And if you ask me, the total number of the total of number who failed the exam versus the total number of who passed is quite alarming. It's more like Okay, my apologies. I was distracted a while ago because there's a lot of noise coming on my house. But here's the point. First off, from the number of people who took the exams, I suspect that the actual figure is more than 5,000. I bet the number of examinees would go as far as 10,000 people at least, or 10,000 individuals. The passing rate for that is they got only two persons on the actual that actually passed. So that leaves about 9,800 people. Well, they just basically failed, and each of those persons each of those persons have basically paid the exam, pocketed out of, or they made payments out of their own pockets for the examinations fees to at least as far as 16,000 pesos each of them. So imagine, we all know the risk that the program cannot accommodate all, and they cannot accommodate all, and they could not basically accommodate and make your dreams come true as a pilot. Some of the examinees do already know that, but holy fuck, can you imagine that the passing rate for that is just only 2 persons out of 9,800 almost estimated people who took the exams? I mean, what the fucking hell is that? Okay, the only reason why this is not based as a scam is because they produced 2 graduates. But beyond that 2 graduates, say they produced 1 graduate, I would say that this one is almost borderline scam. Honestly, I am just saying this out of context on what happened on the previous examinations. Now, here's the thing. We've already made, we all knew the risk as an examiner, that including myself. I also took the exam. So I am also knew the risk that I also failed because I lack the skills. I do admit that. But holy crapping hell, two people out of 10,000, that's very low passing rate. I mean, it's not even worth your 16,000. And if everybody knows that the passing rate will be less than 1% or 1%, do you think everyone on those 9,000 people would commit that 16,000 pesos? I don't think so. I myself, if I even know that the passing rate of that cursed exam would be less than 1%, I would not even put an effort on that, or would even bother to take a look on this cadetship pilot program. I mean, holy hell, the only reason why it's not, like I said, it is not branded as a scam is because it's they produced 2 graduates, 2 people, that's all. And everything beyond that, basically it's just cannon fodder, and they just, it's more like that your money just went on more like crowdfunding for producing pilots. So there. Now, why am I having this for concern? Because, this is part of my concern because I've already accepted that fact, and to be honest, I've already moved on. But the thing here is that they were expected that this pilot, this cadet pilot program was supposed to appear for the next 5 years. Somewhere the time is 2024, they should be around 2022, so this should be appear somewhere around 2027. Now, for some reason, they appeared earlier again. I am not sure what is the reason. Maybe who knows, maybe on the other side of nationalities it was not well received, or second, something gone wrong. But the fact is that they went here earlier than expected is a bit suspicious to begin with. And quite frankly, I myself find it very suspicious. So this boggles the questions. What are their intentions and why are they here again? I am not sure, but they're looking for new applicants, and frankly, I find it distasteful that they're already accepting applicants. And if those applicants knew that the passing rate for this cadet pilot is less than 1% or 1% at all, I don't think that they would be, they would even gamble or even dare take this exam. I mean, okay, right. I have to cut the video again because my emotions are running high. I have to go a little bit leveled with this one just to bring context on what is happening, on what is going on. Now, first off, I have no idea why they're still back. They're supposed to be back 2027. I can only surmise, of course this is only my speculation and of course personal opinion, that something probably went wrong, because as far as I know, the first time they introduced this program, they told us that this program will be only once in every 5 years. There's more like somewhere rotating around several nationalities. Now I'm not exactly sure why they're back here, given why they're back here. Like I said, I'm just gonna repeat, there's a possibility or just only a theory that something may went wrong, or the other countries that did not receive this idea quite well, or in fact they kind of rejected this one for some reason. Now for what reason, I don't know. I have no idea, because I myself am just an examinee, but I am wondering why are they back here. And given with the sour taste that happened on the last examination, that having almost 10,000 people take the exam and only 2 people passed, I don't think that taking another exam would be such a wise idea. Now of course this would be appealing to first timers, but do keep in mind that your 16,000 has a possibility of, given that this has a passing rate of 99% failure and 1% passing rate, there's a huge probability that your 16,000 pesos will just go down the drain, or your 16,000 pesos that you will be paying as an examination fee will just go down, like I said, go down the drain and fly like, I don't know, maybe a useless I'm not sure frankly on what, God knows what, kung saan nila dadalhin yun, okay? So I am just going to say this on Tagalog just to be more expressive. After all, I might be revealing details that might be too offensive in English, so we don't want any international audience hearing about this. So yun, I'm not sure bakit sila bumalik dito. Like I said, baka nagkaroon ng problema. But the thing here is, masyado pang maaga, or in some extent, medyo sour pa yung taste ng public. Now anyway, going back sa topic kung bakit sila nandito, itong cadet pilot program, nung nagsimula siya, there are already a lot of red flags dito sa program na to. Like I said, yung programs na to are a lot of accusations dito. Almost part on any web, may accusations na scam siya. A lot of red flags, hindi lang ito. And kahit sa mo matignan, sa Reddit, sa Google, it always points out na there's a possibility na yun nga, scam ito. Now anyway, to be honest, like I said nga doon sa English ko kanina, hindi natin masasabi to na scam, legit siya. Pero what kind of legitimacy ang program? I could say after what happened nung first examination, I would say na borderline siya na legit. Take note, borderline. So I'm just gonna spell that out. So, bakit borderline? Kasi kung titignan mo, legally, wala ka naman talaga mahanap sa kanila. Everything checks out. Pero morally and ethically, on how the way they handle itong first examination na ibiro mo, 10,000 halos ang kumuha nito. I don't know the exact figures. It's only estimate. Pero dalawa lang ang kukunin mo, parang sabihin na natin unfair, or parang sabihin na natin, to put it bluntly, parang scam siya na hindi halata, katulad ng sinabi ng isa sa chat room. And I find that quite troubling. Now, ewan ko to sa iba kung they find it not troubling, pero imagine mo, gumagastos ka ng 16,000 sa examination fees mo, and then malaman mo na 99% pala failure rate and 1% passing rate. Doon pa lang, palagay mo, any people na on their decent minds, magdadalawang isip sila kung malaman nila yon. And of course, hindi rin nila sinabi ito, yung lack of transparency nila during time ng examinations na to. They never said how many cadets, even on sa I don't know, video conference sila, no? They never said any specific number ng kukunin nila na cadets. They only said it within a 5-year period, but this is not a 5-year period, only one session. well, one session lang dito sa Pilipinas. So they never said gaano karami na kadete na Pilipino ang kukunin nila. There was no specific number. In fact, itong well, lack of transparency at itong question mark na details na to, it was even brought up ng aking kasama na isang examinee din, na sinabi niya that this is very troubling na hindi mo alam na kung ilan ang kukunin nila kasi walang specific. Malay mo, kunin nga nila, kunin nga nila less than 3 people, which what happened, totoo ang sinabi niya. So yung red flag na yun, nagkataon na checks out na isa yun. So, yeah, yun ang nangyari dito. So, personally, on my opinion, I'll be very direct na rin just to save you time because ayoko magpaligoy-ligoy. Itong cadet pilot Aero, now na nandito uli siya, ang masasabi ko siya direkta from my comment is that, well, legit siya, pero borderline legit. At kung titignan mo, kagaya nga ng sinabi ng aking isang kasama dito, scam siya na hindi halata. At least morally and ethically, not legally. Kasi magkaiba yon, di ba? Tingnan natin. Legally, masasabi natin na marami siyang papers at nag-produce sila ng, well, kahit man lang 2, which yun nga ang ginawa nila, minimum 2 out of 10,000 na examinees halos. So, the only thing na nagpe-prevent ito from being branded as 100% na failure rate is, 100% failure rate is definitely a scam. Now, 99.1 or 99% versus 1, yung 1% na yun lang ang nagpe-prevent this one from being tagged as a scam. Now, sa mga examinees, paano ito? How this will affect yung mga bagong examinees sa batch? Ang masasabi ko lang sa akin, nung time ko, nung nag-take ako ng exam nito, sa buong batch natin, o buong batch namin, 2 lang ang kinuha out of all sa batch ng examinees. And that alone, mapapaisip ka, bakit 2 lang? I know it cannot accommodate all. And I know, alam namin as examinees na hindi lahat will make it. Pero hindi namin inasahan na less than 1% lang ang makakapasa. Sa palagay mo, kung ganun kataas ang failure rate, magtutuloy ka pa ba? That alone, 99%, parang sabihin na nating scam na siya. Hindi nga siya actually 50-50. Actually, ang ratio is 99/1. Well, ngayon na nandito naman sila, of course, hindi naman sapilitan na mag-take ka ng exam. You are free because it's your money. Pero know this at pag-isipan nyo ng mabuti kasi there's a lot of red flags. At yung red flags na to, wala siyang validation noon kasi bago nga. Pero 2 years later na nag-produce na sila ng some of those red flags have been validated and some of them are bizarrely true. Like kagaya nga nung isang marami nagsabi na baka kunin lang nila is akala nung iba by batch. It turns out by individuals lang, and from as far as that I know of, and this is officially confirmed sa mga propaganda videos nila, na 2 lang halos ang individuals dito. I don't know kung 5 or anything, but I do know it's less than 5. And as far as I know, or that I know of, 2 lang. So, that verifies yung isang concern ng isang examinee na baka 2 nga lang ang kunin, which, well, sad to say, tama siya. And kami mga examinees were such a fool na nag-ride along sa ganung type ng ganung type ng examinations. Now, like I said, mabalik ako doon sa mga bagong examinees, sa mga first time. Well, pag-isipan nyo na mabuti bago kayo mag-commit dito kasi ang daming red flag siya. Even this video, I personally sinabi ko directly na red flag na siya. Considering mo itong video ko na red flag din siya. And this only corroborates the other red flags na nag-out sa internet, hindi lang ako. You can find it almost everywhere, Reddit, any other stuff, even Google, na yung red flag ito. Ang sa akin lang is on video anime format. At syempre, yun nga, you can also ask din yung other opinions na about ng ibang mga pilots about this program. And believe it or not, yung mga ibang pilots or ibang mga, well, let's just say pilots, professional pilots na talaga, they also said it the same. Of course, syempre, nung time na yon, isa ako din sa hindi ko pinapansin itong mga rumors na to kasi, well, wala namang evidence as far as I know of during that time. So, I only dismiss it as mga accusations. Personally, ako din, isa din ako doon sa mga nag-iisip na accusations lang to nung time na yon. Pero ganitong after 2 years of observing kung ano talaga itong program na to, 2 long years of observation, I finally found out at napagduktong-duktong ko na, well, kagaya nga ng mga sinabi kong examinees, this is well, para sa akin lang to, of course, personal opinion ko, it is borderline legit. Legit siya kasi nga nag-produce sila, nag-graduate. Pero kung titignan anong klaseng legitimacy ang program, it is borderline legit. So sa mga examinees na magte-take na 17 exam, know this, there is a huge possibility na 99% na mag-take kayo nito, you will not pass or even make it sa slots na yon. I don't know sa mga bagong batches or future batches na mapuproduce nito. Pero during my batch, like I said, 2. I don't know sa next batch, baka 2 lang din. Pero point here is, I don't know kung gaano karami ang magte-take na batches ngayon, pero know this, that the information na 99% failure rate and 1% passing rate is quite a bit bothering. And frankly, I don't know kung nababother kayo dyan. Kasi, well, sabihin natin 1% nga, hindi siya absolute zero. Pero sa sobrang liit ng possibility like 1%, you'll be better off yung i-invest yung 16,000 nyo sa isang bagay na i-chase mo yung dreams mo na mas mataas ang accuracy kaysa sa 1%. Hindi siya total absolute zero, pero what the fuck, it's already close to 0, 1%. If kung ano ang standards nyo sa pag-aaksaya ng pera, ewan ko na lang. Pero 1% is definitely a waste of money, waste of time. And this, this pilot program, as I would say, is a fool's quest. At yung 16,000 na yon, possibility of it is 99% failure na hindi mo makuha ang objectives mo, and 1% failure, 1% passing rate na baka. Pero 1% na chance, I don't think so. Yeah. So, kung ilalagay mo on context yung 1% na yan, if it's bad or not, depends sa context. Pero kung ilalagay mo sa atin sa exam dito, sa 100 times mong itatry ang exam, ibig sabihin 1 beses ka lang papasa. At kung yearly sila magte-take ng exam or mag-o-open, isipin mo 100 years yan, isa-isang 100 years, isang taong ka lang ang papasa. So, that's not very good on the statistics. Marami nagsasabi na fortune favors the brave. Yes, but did you ever know na negligence and lack of knowledge will get you killed? So, yun lang. Pag-isipan nyo na mabuti, kagaya nga ng sinabi ko, because yung pera nyo for first time takers ng exam deserves more than 1% of chance. You deserve more than 1% of chance to make your dreams come true. At huwag nyong iasa yung 1% na chance na yon sa fate or sa sugal na magsusugal ka sa isang bagay na merong napakababa ng probability na pumasa ka. Instead of putting it or gambling on chance and fate, you should make your own fate on becoming an airline pilot. I know it may be hard, pero you deserve a better option rather than this one. Yun lang, direkta. So yun, I made my I made kung anong personal opinion ko. Gusto ko lang ding idagdag na during that time na ito'y nag-open sa Pilipinas, yung management nito fails on some certain parts like transparency regarding sa mga accepted applicants at yung number ng ina-accept nila na posibleng pumasa sa program. They refuse to give a specific count kasi, even sa mga Zoom interviews, because they knew from the start na, mababa yun. And it is very concerning, to be honest, and very alarming yung lack of numbers nila. They don't even mention it directly or imply directly. So that is something na you should take into consideration, at lalo na yung mga red flags. Now sa akin, I am just saying this, of course, just to give you context at extra information and to verify na yung mga red flags na narinig nyo are somewhat true. So idagdag nyo na lang yung videos ko doon. Now, kung gusto nyo pa ng context at gusto nyo pa ng dumiretso pa rin kayo, ang masasabi ko na lang, try to ask for pilots, examinees, any other people as reference on what they think about this program. Kasi if you will rely on propaganda in YouTube channels and of course, yung mga definitely hindi nila sasabihin yung real grasp ng story at yung real scenario ng nito. Of course, lahat ng bagay walang madali, mahirap, pero Pero anak ng pating at anak ng tipaklong. Kailangan ba maging 99%? Kahit sabihin mong video game yan, walang video game na itataas nila ang difficulty level ng 99% at 1% ka lang makakapasa sa level na yon. No any game in real life or in anime, and any self-respecting person would know na 99% failure rate is not a very good idea. Kahit sa mo itanong yan, no self-respecting person would accept that, and including myself. Ngayon, kung hindi nyo kaya accept that, I would just like to sana konsiderahin nyo to. Hindi ko sinabi paniwalaan nyo ako, pero at least bigyan nyo ng konsiderasyon itong sinasabi ko. At least pag-isipan nyo ng mabuti bago kayo mag-proceed, kasi well, it's your money. Of course, it's not of my business, pero it's something na out of context because I cannot accept it on goodwill or in good conscience. You deserve better. Everybody, every examinee deserves better than 1% chance. Yun lang. I hope you keep that in I hope you keep that in mind. So, yeah. So bago ko tapusin itong video na to, I just want to go on full record dito sa topic na sa sinasabi natin. I just want to go on full record na ang cadetpilot.aero is a legal scam, or kung ano man yung tawag ng kasama ko na examinee din, isa siyang scam na hindi halata. Isa siyang programa na nag-ooperate sa gray area. Now, kung i-explain natin like a 5-year-old, ang white being legal, black is being a scam. It is something in between. At masasabi ko na manipulative siya, deceptive at predatory ang practice na nag-e-exploit sa mga Filipino students and pilot aspirants alike. Ngayon, kung hindi nyo pa natutunan yung mga mistakes ng mga previous batch na nagmukhang crowdfunding at donation drive para sa 2 lang na tinanggap nila sa program nito out of sa 10,000 examinees na nag-exam nung panahon na yon. Ang masasabi ko lang, huwag nyo nang ulitin ang pagkakamali ng 9,998 people na nag-proceed despite na marami na siyang red flags na all over it. At isa na ako ang clear example do sa 9,998 people dahil kasama ako doon. And I hope you learn something from it. Huwag kayong magaya sa or matagtag sa numero namin. Anyway, nasa sa inyo yan. Kagaya nga nasabi nila, walang sapilitan. Pero, well, parang pinuput nila ang blame sa inyo na walang sapilitan at inyong willing na magpaloko kayo. Yun lang. Ang sa akin lang, learn something from it. Learn from the mistakes ng mga nakaraang batch. At huwag kayong magaya sa akin at huwag kayong magaya at madagtag sa numero namin. That is all. So, there. So that is all I have to say. I hope I hope I am wrong, and I hope you prove me wrong on my comment and impression on this Cadet Pilot Aero program. Otherwise, this will be a fool's quest and you'll be wasting precious money that is enough chasing a dream that is in actual turned out to be a pipe dream. So if you find me wrong, you can also take the exam, waste 16,000 pesos as its 99% failure rate, and see for yourself what I am describing. So I made this video, and I'm in hopes that someone watching this would be at least appreciate my concern and make it note as a red flag. So that's it, and thank you for listening, and yeah, goodbye for now.